Good morning, all of you. Today we are doing a video class of class 5, chapter 2. The chapter name is Memory and Storage. In this chapter we will study about memory, define types of memory used in a computer, and about the storage devices and the type of storage devices used in a computer. Okay, so before starting the chapter memory, let us study something about storage devices. Okay, a memory is also called the storage of the computer. Like we humans have brain, we have memory. Whatever we see, we read, we talk, we remember or store in our brain. Is whatever we see, whatever we read is stored in some part of our brain. Similarly, computer also has a memory. Inside a device, storage device, the memory is installed, where whatever information, whatever data is given to the computer is stored in the memory for permanently or temporarily. So before going to memory, we will study about some storage devices. Storage devices are those devices that store the data and information for the current and future use. All the computers have certain storage devices to store data and information and work properly. Storage devices are capable to store information temporarily and permanently, as I told you now. Every storage device has a fixed capacity. Computer memory has a fixed capacity of storing data and information. This fixed capacity is called a storage device. Once the data is full and the memory is full, the additional data cannot be stored in the memory. So you can see here I have given a picture of a hard disk. It is a storage device of a computer. Okay, whatever data, instruction or information is given to a computer is stored in this device. Memory helps the computer to store data, instruction and information. Now we will see what are data, instruction and information. Data are facts, figures and words, etc. These are called data. Anything, any number, letter, alphabet or symbol or a word or a paragraph, anything, all these are called data. They are stored in a computer. Even a data can be a file or a folder. Instructions. Instructions are the commands that tells the computer how to do the data or what to do with the data. Like I have given an input of A plus B or 10 plus 20. So I am providing the instruction to the computer to do the addition of 10 and 20. So it will display the output as 30 by doing the addition. Means it is taking the instruction and giving us the information. As you can see here, it is given. Information is the result or the output given by the computer. Means 10 plus 20. This is the instruction I have given. And 10 plus 20. These are the data which are provided to the computer as instruction. And by executing that, the computer will do the addition of the two numbers and will display 30 as the result in its output device. Now, here we come to memory. Memory helps the computer to store data, information and instruction. Data in the memory is stored in the form of 0 and 1. This is the language of a computer. It is called binary digit. Computer don't understand anything apart from 0 and 1. These digits are called binary digits, or in short form it is also called bits, bits. A bit is the smallest unit of the memory. The memory of the storage device is measured in a specific unit called bytes. Bytes is comprised of bits, and each byte contains 8 bits. Means if a data is of 1 byte, it means it contains 8 bit characters, and it will acquire a 8 bit of memory in the computer. Okay, so here you can see I have given two types of memory. One is permanent memory and a secondary memory. This one is RAM, it is called a primary memory, and this is ROM, it is called a secondary memory. Okay, now here the table shows about different types of memories and their capacities. Like you can see here a byte. Byte is denoted by capital B, and 1 byte is equal to 8 bits, or you can say 8 bits is equal to 1 byte. Okay, now kilobyte capacity is more than byte. 1024 byte makes 1 kilobyte, means 1024 bytes is equal to 1 KB, and KB is denoted by capital K and B. Now comes megabyte. Megabyte is denoted by capital MB, and 1024 KB is equal to 1 MB, means 1024 kilobyte is equals to 1 megabyte. Now gigabyte. Gigabyte you can say, or you can say gigabyte also. So gigabyte is denoted by GB, capital GB. Okay, 1024 MB means megabyte is equal to 1 gigabyte. Terabyte is denoted by capital TB. 1024 GB is equal to 1 TB. Okay. Now we will study here about types of memory. How many types of memories are there in a computer? Computer memory is classified into two types. One is primary memory and the other is secondary memory. As I said, a primary memory is a temporary memory. Okay, here a primary memory is also called a primary storage or a temporary storage memory. It is also called internal memory or the main memory of the computer. Example of primary memory and primary memory are RAM and ROM. And the secondary memory is also called the permanent storage of the computer. That data, whatever data is stored in the secondary memory is stored for the long time, means it can be stored even for years. Okay, as long as we don't destroy the data, it remains saved, stored in the secondary memory. Some examples of secondary memory are hard disk, pen drive, CD, DVD, etc. So hard disk means it can be internal hard disk also, external hard disk also. Okay. So that's all for today. Now here I have given some questions here. So you have to solve these questions. Okay. I will read these questions so that it will be easier for you to solve. First, there is fill in the blanks. Storage devices are those devices that can store the dash and dash. Number B, storage devices are capable to store dash temporarily or permanently. Each byte contains dash bits. A dash is the smallest unit of the memory. Okay, so this is the fill in the blanks. Next is true and false. So you have to state here whether the statement given is true or false. First is every storage device has a fixed capacity to store data. It is true or false. You have to write here. Instructions are commands that tells the computer how to do the data. Is it true or false? Data are facts and figures and words, etc. It is true or false. Memory of the storage device is measured in a specific unit called byte. Is it true or false? Data in memory is stored in the form of digits, zeros and ones. It is true or false. Okay. Now next is answer the following questions. There are some short questions. You have to write it. Number 1 is what are storage devices? Number 2, what are data, instructions and information? Number 3 is what is memory? Number 4, name the types of memory. Okay. So it's all for today. In the second part we will study about types of memory and we will study in depth about memory. Okay. Thank you. Good morning to all of you. Today in this video class we will study about the memory and storage. In the previous class also we have studied about memory and storage. There we have learnt about what is a memory, what are storage devices, how many types of storage devices are there and all that. Okay. And today we will study of those things in details. So it is your chapter 2, memory and storage. Okay. So what is memory? A memory helps the computer to store data and instruction and information. A data in memory is stored in the form of zeros and ones. These are called binary digits. Like we humans, computer also has a memory where the data, instructions and information are stored so that it can be used in the future as well as at that particular point of time. And that memory is divided into some smallest units. Okay. A bit is the smallest unit of memory. Okay. So the memory of the storage device is measured in a specific unit called byte. Byte is comprised of bits and each byte contains 8 bits. Now here we will see the types of memory. So memory is classified into two types. One is primary memory and secondary memory. Again, primary memory is classified into two types, RAM and ROM. Secondary memory is classified into various types, hard disk, pen drive, CD, DVD, etc. So we will study about all this in the latter part of the video. Okay. Now, primary memory. Primary memory is also called the internal memory or main memory. It is also called the main memory. It has limited capacity to store the data. The primary memory is placed inside the computer. So as you can see, primary memory is divided into two types, RAM and ROM. Primary memory is also called volatile memory. RAM. RAM stands for random access memory. It is called the main memory of the computer. Okay. It is a volatile memory. It is called a random access memory because the data is accessed randomly by the CPU. It is accessible when the computer is switched on, and once the computer is switched off, the data in the RAM gets erased and it is never got back. Now, the stored data and information get erased when the computer is switched off, as I have said you now. It is called read and write memory because the data can be read and written as well. The RAM consists of two types. SRAM means static RAM and dynamic RAM, DRAM. So you can see the picture of RAM here. It is the picture of a RAM. It is a volatile memory. Okay. Now comes ROM. ROM stands for read-only memory. It is a non-volatile memory. Both RAM and ROM is accessible directly to the CPU. It stores the information that can only be read. That is why it is called a read-only memory. Any new data cannot be written into it. Only the stored data can be read from here. Data stored here is stored permanently. Okay? Means if the computer is switched off, the data is retained or data remains in the ROM. Data is not deleted. So you can see this is the picture of ROM. Here the data is stored and it is not erased. Now ROM comprises of three categories: PROM, EEPROM and EEPROM. PROM stands for programmable ROM, means programmable read-only memory. Here once the data is recorded, it cannot be erased. Okay, means once it is recorded means recorded, it is fixed, it cannot be erased again. EEPROM, erased and programmable read-only memory. Here whatever data is recorded in the ROM can be erased with the help of ultraviolet rays. Okay, and again the new data can be recorded here. EEPROM, like EEPROM, EEPROM is also a type of read-only memory where the data stored is erased electrically, means by using electrical signals, and again in that ROM again the new data can be recorded. That is why it is called electrically erasable and programmable read-only memory, means the data can be erased using electrical signals. Now comes secondary memory. Secondary memory stores the information and other program even after the computer is switched off. In ROM also, the data and information are stored, but it is a primary memory. But secondary memory are some devices. They are called external storage devices. It is also called external memory. Okay? Data and program stored in this memory is stored for future use. It is also called auxiliary storage. In this memory, CPU cannot be directly accessible. Okay? The CPU can access through the primary memory. So, and the CPU cannot access the secondary memory directly. It has larger storage capacity. Okay, like in the storage, secondary storage devices have more capacity to store data than the primary memory. So you can see some pictures, they are called secondary memory. Okay. Now comes some types of secondary memory. See here, it is called external hard disk. Okay. It is a type of hard disk. It is an external hard disk, a collection of disks one below the other. It contains a collection of disks. It is available in different storage capacity like 320 GB, 500 GB, 1 TB, etc. It comes in such a huge capacity, means it can store a huge amount of data. CD, it is called compact disk. It comes in two forms. Okay, CD is recordable and CD rewritable. CD recordable means recordable CD. In a recordable CD, once the data is recorded, it cannot be erased. And in rewritable CD, once the data is recorded, it can be erased and the new data can be recorded again. That is why it is called rewritable, means the data can be rewritten into that CD. Now comes DVD. DVD, it stands for Digital Versatile Disc. It looks same like CD, but it is dark in color. Okay, it can store 4.7 GB of data in it. Now comes pen drive. It is a small device and it is safe and portable. Portable means it is supported in any operating system. Okay? Whatever operating system it is, this device is supported everywhere. It is used to read, write, delete and transfer the data. It is available in different storage capacity like 2 GB, 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB, 34 GB and 32 GB and 64 GB as well. Okay. So it's all for today, and at last we have some questions. You will have to solve it. Okay. I am reading out the questions for you so that you can solve it at your home. First is fill in the blanks. TB is the short form of dash. CPU can directly access dash and dash. Dash is the portable storage device. Dash is the main memory of the computer. Dash is also called auxiliary storage. Memory that loses the data after the computer is switched off is called dash. Okay, so you have to fill in the blanks. Now, state true or false. You have to write here whether the statement is true or false. RAM is a non-volatile memory. Is it true or false? Number B. CD and DVD looks similar. Is it true or false? RAM is a volatile memory. It is true or false? Full form of DVD is Digital Versatile Disc. True or false? In ROM, the data is stored permanently. It is true or false? Data stored in pen drive cannot be erased. It is true or false? So you have to write here. Okay. Now next is give one word answer. You have to write here one word answer. Number A. Storage device that has a collection of disks in a stack. What is it called? Name of the storage device. Okay. Device that stores 4.7 GB of data is called dash. Memory that contains data that can only be read is called dash. Memory that has limited capacity is dash. Memory where the data is erased when the computer is switched off. It is called dash. So you have to write here the answer in one word. Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you.